What it is, everybody? We're back with another video, and I will be reacting to honest trailers. Howard the Duck. For some reason, I wanted to say Coward the Duck. In my head, I was like, I ain't gonna. This is a guilty pleasure, man. This movie. I know it's horrible. Even when I was a kid watching it's not one of those movies where you're like, oh, I thought the movie was great until I grew up and my brain developed more, and I was like, oh, this is terrible. Like, no. Even when I was a kid, I knew it was like this and like Super Mario Bros. I watched Super Mario Bros. I think like 7-8 months ago. Like, I just watched it. I think I was working out, and I was like, I watched Super Mario Bros. I ain't seen that in a while. But Super Mario Bros. To me is a much more entertaining film than Howard the Duck. But Howard the Duck is still a guilty pleasure. The movie is horrible. Like Super Mario, they're horrible, and I see the faults with them, but I still enjoy watching it. Even though I remember when I was a kid, I thought that it was, if I remember correctly, because it's been a long time. Like I haven't been as fond of Howard the Duck as I had with like Super Mario Bros. Last time I saw Howard the Duck was, I think, I might have been second or third grade, something like that. But no, maybe it was before then. I mean, after that. No, I think it was after. I was in the 6th grade, and I saw it. It was on TV, and I just watched it. But it still holds. I think it's one of those times. I think it's one of those things where it's not good, but you equate it with a good memory, something that was good that was happening at that moment, and that happened to be on, and it just I just think it brings me back to that moment. So that's why I think I remember the movie fondly. Kind of like the Distinguished Gentleman, the Eddie Murphy movie. Like, I remember having game night with my family. We ordered pizza, and I think my dad put that movie on because we had it on VHS. And we was watching, and that movie, I always hold that movie. And even though it's one of Eddie Murphy's like lower tier movies, I always hold that movie in high regard because I just remember that moment and watching that movie. I had a good time. That's kind of where I feel about Howard the Duck. I don't remember the moment though, but because I know the movie's not great. But anyway, I know honest trailers go out to tear this apart. But anyway, here we
Before Marvel wraps up a decade of storytelling in Endgame, go back to where their movies began.
No, it's wrapping it up with Spider-Man Far From Home.
Nope, before that. Even earlier.
Mr. President!
Wasn't this
Thanks.
86?
Getting warmer.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, I was like,
My little airbrushed beauty.
Yep, there it is.
the year I was
Howard the
born.
Duck.
It was a good year.
Experience the first feature-length film based on a Marvel comic that in a weird way set the stage for things to come, featuring their first Skybeam, first forgettable alien villain,
Oh, I forgot
and
about
first
him.
alcoholic womanizing hero. Really, the only reason it failed is because they got everything else wrong. So very, very wrong.
My God.
Howard, you really are the
Oh, I
worst.
remember this.
Suit up with Howard. Just don't look too hard at the suit, because it's extremely janky.
How about when they can rev up that machine and send me back home?
When he's plucked from Duck World and sent to Cleveland's Glam Rock District, he'll embark on an epic quest to complain about whatever's in front of him.
Jesus.
Talk about
It's
a
been a long
rotten
time since
day.
I've seen this
Oh,
movie.
now I'm really depressed.
While outside forces literally drag him through the whole movie against his will.
Ow! Howard, this isn't working.
You stupid Albert!
Oh yeah, I remember
It's
this
okay,
song.
Howard. We don't want to be here either. But this duck won't fly alone. Prepare for an ensemble film where every character can be described as the dumb one, featuring Tim Robbins as the entire cast of Big Bang Theory at once.
It's nothing! Never mind!
And
I
Beverly,
completely
the
forgot that
girl
was
who's
Tim
down
Robbins.
to experiment, no matter how wrong it feels.
You think I might find happiness in the animal kingdom, Ducky?
Because aside from the fact that she's trading food and shelter for sex,
I've got a headache.
And I got the aspirin.
ducks have corkscrew-shaped penises that extend the lengths of their entire bodies.
This relationship, it defies all the laws of nature.
And physics? But this isn't a serious film meant to be analyzed. It's a goofy comedy. And on that level, it's also terrible. Because whatever problems you may have with the MCU's quips, it's nothing compared to the
Yeah.
relentless barrage of duck puns.
Seeing eye duck.
What's this, the key to your duck mobile?
He was like,
Great duck
they-
in heaven.
Kevin Feige was like, yeah, you know Howard
And a
the Duck.
master
I
of
want
quack
that.
foo.
But dial it back a bit.
Many ducking puns. Man, these are foul. Crap, now they've got me doing it. Mother ducker. So settle in for what should have been a superpower team-up between Marvel Comics and George Lucas. Yep, that George Lucas. That was such a disaster,
Really?
it snapped Marvel movies out of existence for a decade and forced George to sell the animation division of Lucasfilm that would go on to become Pixar.
Wow.
So hey, even if this duck sucked, at least it gave us a Woody. I'm sorry, this is what happens when you watch Howard the Duck more than once, guys.
Thanks. But once was plenty.
Starring Snarkwing Duck,
Oh, don't you
Madonna,
dare compare this to Darkwing.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, Ferris Bueller ducks off, Ducky Rubber, you're the one.
Like I
And
said,
whoever
it's
wrote the
a
screenplay.
I said it's
I've been
a
doing too much
guilty
toot.
pleasure, but it is not
Duck
on
fails.
Darkwing Duck's
Woo.
level or DuckTales.
Chuck, it's your cousin Marvin Berry. You know that new sound you're looking for? This definitely isn't it. To fit even more Game of Thrones into your eyeballs, click the box to watch our after show, Watching Thrones. Or if you need to get caught up before the game concludes, check out our Cram It of the complete series. I really wanted those elephants. These are the plums I've been on about all week. I ain't no holla back girl.
Oh my god. I think I still have the VHS for Howard the Duck somewhere. I don't know. I might have threw it away. I threw away a bunch of VHS I had. But... Oh man, that reminded me. I almost forgot that whole sex thing between the chicken and the duck. Back then I didn't know, or when I first saw the film, I didn't know anything about duck penises, but now, oh my god, that was a horrible movie. Still a guilty pleasure. I mean, I haven't looked at that movie in years, I remember still enjoying it. But like, oh my god. That was I'm sorry, that was a fucking horrible movie. It sucked then, it sucks now. I'm sorry, I can't. I would rather, like, I know Super Mario Brothers suck too, but I would watch that 20 times. Like, if I had my choice that you could only watch one movie, and they had me, it was Howard the Duck or Super Mario Brothers. I couldn't watch any other movies for the rest of my life. I would run and make love to Super Mario Brothers. I would definitely not be Howard the Duck. No matter how many good memories I can tie with that movie, the movie as a whole did suck. And like I said, even when I was a kid, I knew it was bad with that and like Super Mario Brothers, but still. It does still hold a little special place of heart, but it sucks so bad. Oh man. But my God, how the tables have turned over at Marvel. When you look at that and like that Fantastic Four movie that came out, not the newer ones, but I'll say the new ones I mean, they're not great, but they're not that bad. That old one that wasn't even released until years after it was made. Then they showed that Captain America. I actually watched that movie, and that movie was fucking horrible. But I watched that years. I watched that way before that was even. I watched that thing back in like 2002 or something like that. But And that was a horrible, stupid movie. But I don't even have it. But good job on this trip. I liked your breakdown of, but I did not like the comparison you drew with Darkwing Duck and DuckTales. Those are legendary. Don't compare that shit. Don't compare it to that. I don't give a fuck. Don't compare it to that. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed my reaction, everybody. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.